spray paint job, 20 gauge out, do a little turkey hunting this morning. It's 36 degrees, bluebird skies. I'm running behind, and I got me a sausage, bacon, and egg burrito. So, I don't know. There's a section, me and my buddy Love It, we went out and scouted around. Finally found some gobble tracks in the road, which he may be dead by now, because I messed up and didn't wake up yesterday morning. But he crossed the road about 3 or 4 times in this one area, and I'm assuming he's gonna be still hanging out in that area, but I don't know for sure. But all I know to do is get close enough to hear him, but not so close that I'm gonna spook him. Get out of the truck and listen. And if I don't hear him, I'm very tempted to just sit up either right next to or right in the dang road right there. I mean, I'm just gonna try to hear him, try to put my ears on him, and try to get him with the old 20. Y'all stay tuned. Alright, I think I've heard him pretty far off. I expected him to be way off down there. I just wanted to stop way away, because there's a bunch of little creek bottoms off in these thick woods, and I've seen their tracks, you know, in the past couple years coming out of different spots out here, and like there's really no telling where one's gonna roost. So there's so many like little creek bottoms so close together, but it's kind of weird. It's like there's only so many places they can roost because there's only so many tall trees. But then again, they're kind of scattered all over the place. So you never know where they're going to end up at the end of the day, is kind of what I'm saying. So I stopped 3/4 of a mile from the last place I saw the fresh tracks, and thought I heard like just as far as I could hear one, a gobble. So I just now stopped about 900 yards from where I thought he might be, where I last saw the tracks. And all I hear is people's dogs barking, but I thought I heard 2 different gobbles during the dogs barking. So I'm gonna get just a little bit closer. If that ain't dog tracks, that is either Black Panther or Timber Wolf. Somebody, well, that's a giant dog track. Alright. It's freezing cold. I should be wearing a dang fur coat right now. It is, I'm talking freezing. But look at this. Don't that thing look good? I mean, I feel like if I laid it up against that tree right there, that it would just disappear. I'm really happy with how that turned out. I thought it was too bright, but seeing it in the daylight, I love it. Gotta love a good spray paint job every now and then. But I ain't heard that turkey anymore, so what I'm thinking, I don't know if I just manufactured in my brain that turkey gobbling, or if he actually did gobble. I don't know. But I'm gonna walk up here, get a decent little piece from my truck. I don't know how to call one up and stuff like that. Like, it's a little more open over there, but it's thick, nasty woods. And I know he's been hanging around this intersection, so I'm gonna try to make him gobble, try to hear him. Still got plenty of good gobbling time. But if nothing else, I'm gonna give it about an hour before I gotta go to work. There he is. Hopefully we can get him to come to us. I ain't heard him gobble. I thought I heard a gobble over here real early this morning in
this general area. I found fresh tracks of him from what I assume to be yesterday. I only got about half an hour left to hunt before I gotta be at work. So, I'm pretty sure he's crossed this road, or walked this road, the day before yesterday and yesterday. So, that should mean he lives right around here. I'm gonna try to strike him. Kinda trying to sound like more than one hand. Don't know if that'll make a difference. And if I sit right here, he's gonna walk over this road and I might shoot him in like 2 steps. He's not gonna do anything I want him to out that way. Guaranteed. That was my cue to leave. I gotta get to work. I can't deal with these folks walking around just hoot-owling like crazy, driving right past other people's freaking trucks. They saw my truck in the road and just kept going. He stopped probably right next to it, right up the road from my truck, and owl hooted, cranked his truck right back up, and then drove right past my truck. There's no respect these days. He looked right at me and just kept going down the road. It's about sorry, but oh well. What can you do?
Alright, folks, I'm about to pull up at my buddy Lovett's, and we're gonna go try to kill us a turkey this morning. There's a bird we found the other day. We just saw his tracks in the road, saw where he crossed a few times, and yesterday morning I tried to hunt him, and then I was gonna make a setup because he didn't gobble. I never heard him gobble. I was just gonna make a setup, see if I couldn't, get him to come in, And about the time I got me a little spot cleared out to sit and hunt, somebody come flying past me and turned down the dead end road I was sitting on. So I just went ahead and went on to work. But I only got a little bit of time today because I got work as well today. But I don't know, we should be able to make something work eventually. We're gonna see if he'll guide it. If not, we're gonna try to find one that will. You ready to kill one?
Yeah.
Let's get after it.
We're about 100 yards from some private. And he's got one somewhere off in that way. I heard him one time, I'm pretty sure. You think he's way back? You think he might be back here?
He's somewhere that way.
That way?
So I think he's further than that field.
Yeah, all this is public back here.
Yeah.
Just making sure I'm pointing in the right direction. There's a big field up here. And the back... basically fully surrounding this field is public, so we might be in business. I only got about an hour left, but if we can get on him, we can get on him.
Alrighty, folks. It is the afternoon now. Me and Lovett tried. We tried to get in here before I had to go to work, but couldn't get it done. Ended up figuring out he was across a big creek bottom, and I'm hoping... So there was another truck on this side. I came in from a different side. There was another truck in here. But that truck was a lot farther away from where I think that bird was than I thought it was this morning, if that makes sense. But either way, it's 4 o'clock. Got a few hours. It's done got hot. It was like 30-something degrees this morning, and now it's in like the 70s, 80s, something like that. I don't know. But there's a big loop I can make around here. And like I say, I'm pretty sure that turkey was off in a private field by the time we figured out where he was. And I'm hoping that he stayed in that field until whoever was hunting, whether or not they were even hunting the bird, I'm hoping he stayed in that field until they left, or at least entered into the woods in a different area. But I got a big loop I can make back here, and I'm gonna try to do that. Maybe try to strike him, look off into that field maybe, if there's a way I can see into it without trespassing, do anything illegal. Basically, I'm just gonna try to find that turkey. If nothing else, I can set up for a little while and just hang out, do some soft calling. If I find some sign, I did see some hen tracks on the drive in. So, I don't know. I'm going to sit here and work. I do need to edit on a video for a little bit, and then we're going to walk in, see if we can't make something happen. Y'all stay tuned.
Alright, there's more dang scrapes up here. Just unreal deer sign. I'm almost to this intersection right here. Looks like any of these little pine trees on this edge right here I could set up on and be hid pretty well. I'm hoping that turkey's gonna be walking one of these roads if he gobbles. certainly looks like this ground's tore up with turkey scratching right through here. I'm assuming that's what all this is. That's that one bird I've been sitting here looking at that looks darker and bigger than the rest. It's either a jake or a bearded hen. I finally found some turkeys. Whatever bird that is that I just saw out there, he just popped in the strut. I think they're kind of coming this way. He's somewhere in there. Well, I am going to be frozen for a while. These birds just flew up 65, 70 yards away from me. I left my dang vest and my camera behind me because it got down to the last couple minutes of shooting light. And I was like, I'm just going to see where they're at. I stood up, took about 2 steps forward, got eyes on them, and I think I heard one fly up. Didn't see it. And it starts clucking, and then all the rest of them start clucking. Then I start clucking. And now I am frozen next to a tree because they are all right there. This is gonna be an interesting morning tomorrow.
I'm so tired. I don't know if anything I'm about to say is going to be legible or understand or logical, or I don't know. I'm tired. I barely got any sleep night before last, and then yesterday afternoon I ended up getting stuck. I think in Florida you can hunt till sunset, so it's 5-10 minutes before sunset. And I leave. I just wanted to be quiet. I leave my camera, my vest, everything behind, and I creep up to the a little bit closer where I could see off into that field. Not even 5 minutes. It was like on the dot sunset. I remember I looked at my watch like immediately after this happened. It was dead on sunset. I look up and there's like 6 birds, 7 birds, I believe, in the field, and one of them just hops a couple times and flies and lights in a tree about 60 yards away from me. And of course the rest of them follow suit. And I couldn't specifically pick out a longbeard in that group, but I know I saw one strutting, and the best I could tell, it looked like he had a full fan. And I know that I saw what I think was a jake earlier. So, all that being said, I'm headed to meet up with Lovett. It's 4 o'clock in the morning, and hopefully we're early enough to beat anybody there. But I'm headed to meet up with my buddy Lovett, and hopefully we'll get him on his first bird. We messed up. We should have woke up about 3 a.m. instead of about 3:45, because pull up, there's a truck there, and I talked to the dude, and I'm like, hey, I got this bird roosted. I got trapped here till 8 o'clock last night watching him fly up. I gave him the whole spiel, and he's like, yeah, we're gonna go in there and try to get on that bird. I got somebody else coming. I'm like, I was trying to play to his emotions. I was like, I'm just trying to get my buddy here, Love It, on his first bird. And he's like, yeah, well, we're gonna go in there. He was just not real nice, but I did the sportsmanly thing. I was like, well, you beat us here, good luck to y'all, I'm getting out of here. So headed to get gas and haul butt to a whole nother section of this WMA, and hopefully see if we can't find one somewhere that wants to talk to us. Alright folks, so it is currently about 8 almost.
8:07.
Yeah. It's 8 o'clock and we're just now getting out of the truck to do more than just listen. This is insane. It's like legitimately, like seriously discouraging that there's so many people out here. Like, I roosted a bird last night, got there 2.5 hours before daylight, and somebody was there, which, it happens. It's public land. There's always going to be somebody there before you, depending on the spot. I mean, it happens. But then driving around to every single spot I have ever seen a turkey track, heard a turkey gobble, had an idea that there might have been a turkey there. There's like 3 trucks. It's just insane. I know Florida's like next year they're changing some laws on like that are hopefully reduced the hunting pressure a little bit. I think like the southern half of the state, you might have to draw a tag or something for non-residents, or no, I think it's no non-residents the first 9 days, something like that.
I think that's up here too.
Is it up here? I know for a fact it's in South Florida. I don't know if they're doing that up here, but I know if you're a non-resident next year, you have to get an annual hunting license. You can't get a trip license. I know that. So they're doing a couple little things here and there to hopefully reduce the pressure, but I think it's going to take like a serious overhaul. Like they need to close a bunch of roads, in my opinion. Also, in my opinion, this may be an unpopular opinion. It may be a popular opinion. I don't know. But I feel like FWC caters a lot more to developers and whoever's going to line their pockets with money than they do the actual resources. If they cared about conserving the resources and wildlife and hunters and anglers and anything like that, they wouldn't be selling off land in South Florida, and they wouldn't be managing the deer population like it's the 1960s. I just feel like FWCs in general, they're really outdated and they really cater to whatever lines their pockets, in my opinion. I feel like they would, I wish they would listen to the hunters and anglers and to the people who are actually out here doing this stuff and make changes based off of that, not make changes based off of whichever political figure would put the most money in the right people's hands, I guess. So anyway, that's my little rant.
FTGW, if you know, you know.
Yeah, let's go try to strike a bird. That's enough of my whining.